What's up, everyone? It is Detective Vile here, joined by Mar7.
And what's up, guys? As you already know, as he said, I am Marlon Morgan, aka Marmar7, the self-proclaimed Beast King of Chicago, gaming coach, gaming advocate in the Chicago community, and watcher of insanity in Wall Street. Yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit, but let's first see how everyone's doing, man. How you doing, man? How you doing, Vile?
I'm doing good. I honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Like the beginning of the month, I'm out here struggling. I'm out here. I'm like, dang. Until yesterday. Yesterday, I popped up a certain app on my phone, and I saw nothing but positive, and I see a lot of things happening, and I am excited. Like I nearly could have teared if I have to be honest. But you
All
guys will
right.
understand that once we go through on the show. But how have you been? What's up with you?
Been alright. Been pretty decent. Shocked at quite a few things that have been going on since the last time we did the episode. Obviously, last time I was in the middle of celebrating my birthday. A few days later, I was still celebrating, and uh,
you,
yeah, I almost completely lost it.
I told dang, what did I told um B BMW?
You talking Prodigy?
Yeah, Prodigy. Shout out to Prodigy. I told him like, yo, this dude's partying like as if he turned into like the big 30. Like, nah, this dude this dude when he's partying when he was 30. Like, this is no milestone, dude.
Man, you think that was me partying just at that age, man? I'm gonna tell you right now,
Hmm.
like the amount of insanity that I went through, just chilling and having a good time.
Hey, that's good for you though. But okay. So which one do we want to discuss first? Because I'm gonna actually organize this. I'm gonna organize this for the audience. I witnessed it before. Where if you put the time in the description, it would split the show for people. So I'm actually
Oh,
gonna
okay.
listen in and tell you guys which topics we're gonna talk about, so you guys can catch our opinions.
All right, all right, all right.
Is there a way for me to mute this? Hold on. Give me a second.
Are you getting notifications?
Yeah. I hit it. I
Oh,
hit it.
start.
No, it's all good. It's all
Okay,
good.
cool.
Don't you? It didn't say the name. No, it's not showing what it is. Huh. Oh, I hit. You know what? It's all good, you guys. You guys already know. Um, it happens. Anyways, it's gonna be cropped anyway, so I'm tripping. Let me move it up here though, just in case. So yeah, which one you want to start off first?
You know what, man? Go ahead and pick off what you want to start off with, because in all honesty, no matter what we talk about, it's gonna be some craziness. So,
Okay. I'm gonna do the stock one first because that's amazing. Alright, because that's what made me guys happy. Alright, so it was around last week on Thursday, right? That's when the Reddit people was getting started. I believe. I think that was when the army was being built. So I follow Keemstar, and I know he does a lot of investing. He even shows a little bit of what he does. I invested in Doggy Coin a long time ago. I invested that sometime last year. I put in like $25 in there. Um, and then Winsley, I did AMC because they just opened up theirs. I think they just opened up theirs. I don't know how that worked, but I saw it and I'm like, I've been told I should do it, and then I did it. I was trying to do GameStop, but then it got declined. But it was before that everybody else was getting declined, which was today. Early in the morning, people couldn't get their stocks in. Or was that yesterday? That was yesterday because yesterday was Wednesday.
that
Today's
was
Thursday,
yesterday.
so everybody. Um, and now they just opened it. They just opened it because I had a $7 buying power and I put it in right now, whatever left I have. Because Doggy Corn, I put it like I said, I put 25 or 35. It was one of those two numbers because I did two different. I put two different type of money in there because I backed out of Sony because Sony wasn't doing anything. Um, I did put money in Microsoft, but it wasn't going, but I see the numbers now. It's pretty interesting. So I was the highest I seen on Dogecoin without the big uh blow up was 120 something, and I'm like, oh, okay. Then I dropped down all the way to 98. I'm like, dang, maybe another day. And then 2 days later, that's when I hit 300, and it is continuing. Like, it's rising. I'm not gonna pull out. I know a lot of people are saying put it on hold this morning. I've been following it throughout the morning too, all the way to now, and I'm catching on my stocks on it too to see what's happening. Cause I'm like, it better not drop. I feel like we have enough people anticipating to make this happen, and I talked to my investor, and I know how much I'm gonna get when it hits $20. When Bitcoin is, I mean, not Bitcoin, when Doggy Coin or something like that, Dogecoin. Um, is if once that stock is worth $20, I know how much I'm gonna make. I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna definitely pull out that amount once it's worth $20. But what about you?
Uh, I mean, going into the stock conversation, this whole thing basically just exploded pretty much out of proportion because next thing you know, you start seeing GameStop in just about every news outlet. Like a lot of people who have no idea what has been going on, wondering why, you kind of jump into it, and from watching other news outlets, you basically get like I wouldn't necessarily say the bare bones of everything, but to give you guys a gist and a little more than what everyone else has been giving you, that's like a regular news outlet like CBS or NBC and stuff like that. This all started from a Reddit conversation essentially. Three guys on Reddit got together, decided to buy some stock in GameStop, and to kind of fast forward up to now, quite a few people have made quite a bit of money. And
Yeah,
of course, from doing that, the way how they're doing it as well, it's kind of freaking out Wall Street because essentially it's a matter of big corporations losing money and us, the little guy, we're finding a way to just take money away from them. And it's not just there either. It's not just GameStop. Oh, they
oh yeah,
Nokia, BlackBerry, um, Bed Bath and Beyond, AMC, like all of these different companies that people have been jumping on and spiking up the prices of the stock, and that's freaking out Wall Street up to the point where the White House, again, the White House was paying attention to Wall Street. Wait, you hear me still?
yeah,
Or
yeah. No, I you added that dramatic effect. The White House
like, but
has
that
entered the
like that
chat.
alone is like simply insane, man. For the fact that that ended up happening, and yeah, there's oh man,
Cause
it
it's
went
never
into
been
some
done
crazy stuff.
before.
No, something like this is pretty much unprecedented. This is history in the making for real. And to be honest, I don't think this is going to be the end of it. I think this is just the first wave of what could be happening this year. Of people who have been essentially finding ways to legally, illegally, like I know it sounds confusing. They're legally, illegally taking money. Like I'm dead serious when I'm putting it together. Where it's like
Yeah, no,
due to a law and a loophole, they're basically taking money from people. They've been doing this for decades, and now we're capable, kind of using the same rules that they're using, and now we're fucking them over in their money. So that's kind of been an entire situation, right?
yeah, cause like for a while, um, Robinhood was making sure people wasn't buying anymore, and then they were trying to make sure that people only way out was to sell it, but most people didn't. Um, and
Man, speaking of Robinhood, man, they essentially screwed over a lot of their customers. People who end up using Robinhood, which is another app or site that you can use to put money or invest money in the stocks. They stopped you from actually putting money into those stocks that were rising up rapidly because a lot of people were jumping onto it, wanted to kind of catch the last bit of the wave before it completely stopped. and all types of hell broke loose. So unfortunately, what ended up happening, Robin Hood just basically did a douchey move and said, "You know what? No, we're gonna shut this down." And then people got mad. And now, to be honest, the way how that happened, I kind of hope Robin Hood kind of just shuts off and like never returns again. But we'll see how it goes.
Oh no, don't say
But
that. That's where my investment's at.
oh man, you better get your money out of Robin Hood right now. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Things for the way how things are going, because I made sure I got no ties with Robinhood now. Like I have zero ties. Like I got other investment things I've been using anyway, so it wasn't really that much of a hit for me.
Ooh.
And yeah, man, things have just been nuts. Robinhood right now is just basically trying to save face because they're in big trouble due to the fact that they shut off trying to buy stocks in to GameStop that people wanted to like put in the amount of money that they wanted to put in. They just didn't allow it. So
Yeah.
honestly, that's on them. That's a big L on them, and yeah, power to the people. I never thought in a million years that a company that I actually hate
No, no, no. Power to the
will be
players.
used as a catalyst. Yeah, it will be used as a catalyst for like a new economic revolution. It's freaking nuts.
You don't like GameStop? Is that what you meant by
But
company?
dude, I've always hated GameStop. Remember, man, no matter what anyone says, GameStop is always that place where you have a brand new game, but it's open, like the wrap is off, and you take it back to go and like turn in the money, and instead of getting the full $60, they'll give you 13.50 unless you use store credit. Then it'll be $25,
You know what's so funny?
and then they'll sell it back like $10 more than what it actually is. Like
It's funny
what the
that
hell?
because I tweeted that too. I'm like, hey guys, do you guys remember like GameStop did us dirty, but it's whatever.
Yeah, now we're using its dead carcass to make everything right. Like, there's nothing new or anything going on with GameStop. Nothing like that's gonna like revolutionize the way how we're using games or purchasing games or stuff like that. It literally is nothing like that. It's just a matter of we're using it to improve our livelihoods right now. The same way
Yeah.
how they essentially just used our grief to improve their own livelihoods.
It's like a IOU type of deal, basically. Well,
Oh yeah, they definitely owe everyone.
yeah,
There's
they
somebody
owe
who
us.
apparently had like they only had like $14 or something like that, and ended up like within like a few days of doing this, he ended up with like $37 million or something like that, which is pretty nuts.
Dude, that's what I'm trying to figure. I'm like, oh damn, y'all went wild. I didn't. I don't know. I think I did.
Well, that's because they caught onto the wave firsthand, like
Oh
starting
yeah,
last
that's
week.
right.
Obviously that first wave of people, they all got taken care of.
They
A
got
lot
their
of
good
people
stuff.
saying, they got their college tuition paid and all this other crazy stuff,
Someone was
which is
like,
great to hear.
when we were all still on the whole uh group together. I think we still are too, because I think everybody's still holding. Someone is holding $10 million, bro. I was like,
Huh.
yo, that's wild. It was spreading on Twitter. Some Reddit person posted it. I'm like, wow, that's dope.
Life is good. Life
It,
is real good.
it really is, man. I never predicted this. I could never have done. I don't think anybody did, really.
No, and I don't think anyone would have been able to because I mean, it's 2021 and GameStop was literally on its last legs. I didn't think that was going to come back and be like, "Hey, we're going to save everyone's life by telling everyone to jump on the GameStop stocks because it's what I think it was like $2.19 a share, and now it's like then it jumped up to like about 340 something dollars a share, and
I,
then it went down a little bit to about 215.
I think I saw at 27 at one point, and then I'm like, oh. And then I just ignored it because I obviously, I didn't think too much of it. Because, okay, I think some people forgot. Last year, because I wrote an article on it, because a lot of people was writing, like, oh, what's going to happen to GameStop now? And I'm thinking, like, Microsoft saved them in October 2020. Like, they gave them some of their shares or whatever they did. They did some type of deal. And I'm like, worst case scenario, another company's gonna come through, maybe with a clutch, maybe another gaming studio, or maybe just a company like PlayStation or Nintendo. I don't know how kind they are, but yeah, I figured someone else would come in clutch and save GameStop if it really comes down to that, other than the people.
So, are you hoping that you'll be able to make millions of dollars from this situation?
Um, I was like, I'm gonna be honest, like once my thing hits 100K, I was gonna pull out, but then I predicted my money wrong. Like I'm gonna make more than well, I'm gonna make a little bit more than that, and then I'm gonna pull out because that's all I just want. I just want that bag. I don't want to risk it any higher. If I could have gotten a million, I could have got a million, but I'll take 100K.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, hell, even having something like 10, 15K for some people, that's pretty life changing. But having a good goal like 100K, I feel like is a perfect life goal right there.
I feel like
Be
it's
able to do a lot with
reasonable.
100K.
I mean, that's a reasonable for a purpose of a stock. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, I mean that's my plan. I hope it reaches there. I'll see what's happen. We'll see what happens this month, and let's see how long this rave goes.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're literally rating. we're rating the first we're rating the Capitol, and now we're rating Wall Street. Like I'm
Wait,
seeing a bit of a trend here.
there's no we. I didn't want to wait that.
Oh no, that raid we didn't do. Like
Yeah,
we
no.
as a people, we
Wait.
like we as a people is what I mean. Not me and
Oh,
Vile. Like
okay.
nah.
Okay, I was about to say,
We're
I'm
we're,
like,
we're not we're not into committing crimes and then telling everyone that we committed a crime.
yeah, I was about to say, trust me, I stood in Illinois. I did not go down there. And then what else we had? AOC, one of Trump's siblings, and
What
Ted
was the name?
Cruz.
Alexandria Ocasio Cortez,
If you
I
could
believe it
say it,
is.
if you could say it, knock yourself out. I'm gonna stick with the short term. Yeah. So I think she said it was petty about the situation. Um, and then someone threw a tweet out there saying if they all agree on something, it's real. But then she recorded on one of the Republican tweets was probably that uh,
Oh, Ted
Jones.
Cruz. It was
Was it
Ted
Ted Cruz?
Cruz.
Oh yeah, saying that yeah, you could step down because I don't want to work with someone that almost got me killed.
No, I don't know if you know about this situation, but during the raid, apparently there was a group of people. They never found them, but it was said that there was a group of people specifically looking for political personnel inside of the Capitol, so they could
Yeah,
capture them and kill them later on. Mike Pence being one of them, Alexandria Ocasio Cortez being one of them. Like they had like a short list of people they wanted to go after because they wanted to have justice, and they figured, you know what, if we capture and kill these people, then we would have justice for all. Um, that wasn't the case.
thank
So
goodness.
yes, thank goodness, man. Like I still can't even believe how dumb people can get. But um, AOC ended up calling out Ted Cruz earlier. She ended up posting up that she wanted to have a Twitch chat with everyone, let everyone know like what's going on politically in the situation, and essentially just just give us information about what's really going on, or at least in their point of view of everything that's going on. And Ted Cruz is like, yeah, I'm all for that, and then she's like, I am willing to work with other people that are a part of the Republican Party, but not you, Ted Cruz, because you almost had me killed. So best thing you could do is just resign, and anyone else I'm able to work with. So
Yeah.
yeah, I thought that was hilarious and also jacked up at the same time because to be honest, there is no actual proof that it really happened. Because I heard about it, but all it is just hearsay. If there's no actual like visual of it, which I'm wondering if that's a little more of a conspiracy theory, maybe this will be a time I actually end up talking to the great and glorious detective known as Detective Vile. Maybe he'll be able to help me crack this case.
If you want me to
If
crack
not,
this case, nah, cause I'm gonna be like googling something and watch FBI is gonna be on me. I'm gonna end up like Jake Paul. They're gonna go search, take things out of my house. Nah, I'm
Man,
just
oh man.
kidding. But nah. Well, you see, I heard about that too. What you said, I heard it on another podcast. But sources could be sources. But they did label them as
Right, and
terrorists, so that could be a clue right
oh
there.
no, the people who rated capital. Okay, look, if you are one of the people who actually listen to this, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you rated the capital or you agreed with anything that happened in the capital, no, scratch that. Just if you rated the capital, you're 100% a terrorist. There's no ifs, ands, and buts around. You're not. We're not gonna condemn you around here. Just so you know, I believe me, Marlon Morgan, aka Marmar Seven, the self-proclaimed Beast King of Chicago, thinks that you are a terrorist for breaking into the Capitol to do what exactly? Like, what the hell was the entire plan? We're
There,
doing it for Trump. All right, cool. What did you do? We made it. No, you just made noise and
I,
people angry.
I saw pretty good on TikTok. Someone said if you go storm a kingdom, right, and you better get the if you're gonna aim for the king, you don't miss, because if you miss, you're done for it. And they didn't find no king in the capital, but they went to the capital for no reason, really, because they didn't accomplish
Yeah,
anything that they
basically.
were gonna do. But yeah. So I mean, back to the stocks, because because it was sort of hard to go not from politics, because AOC was in there, but that's all I have. Like, I'm honestly hyped. I can't wait. I honestly don't
I'm
see.
gonna tell you right now, the way how things are looking, because I've been following it pretty much all day. I'd be shocked if more than 50% of people actually make any type of money. I'm like talking like dollars and cents at this point. Because I know, like, knowing Wall Street, they're gonna do every possible thing for them to kind of find a way around this situation to essentially do two things: either A, make people lose a lot of money, or B, make people just not gain anything.
Hmm. Well,
It sucks, but at the same time, this will be a good thing because from this happening, that this gives people a chance to actually get into stocks the way how they should, and then they'll be able to actually lucratively make money the way how they're supposed to. Because I do have stocks in other companies. I'm not going to say which ones, nor am I going to reveal what am I actually using. No, I am not using Robinhood. Just to let you guys know, fuck Robinhood right now. Uh, but 100%. Um, I hope this is a learning lesson for everyone who caught ear of it, who caught wind of the situation, and would like to get into stocks, not just frivolously, just taking their money and just throwing it around stupidly. Like, legit, like, get into it and then be responsible about it and learn the ins and outs of, because basically playing with your money in stocks is essentially playing a game. The way how I see things in life anyway is a game. So when I tell people like I'm playing games and I take it seriously, that's a serious thing that I'm saying.
and then I.
But yeah. Oh, go
Oh,
ahead.
my fault. Go ahead.
No, it's just a matter of knowing what you're doing, because I mean, if you don't, you end up losing more money than what you're actually spending. I actually know a person who I wouldn't say necessarily that he's wealthy, but sitting pretty comfortably. Um, he's been in the stocks for like the past 8 or 9 years, and he's been able to make a good amount of cash from it. It's pretty awesome for the fact that he's making that much too. So, definitely stocks is the way to go, especially moving on in life. The older you get, the more you want to get into stocks.
And it's best to start now. I wish I started at 18. I know a investor. He wanted to invest. He was so dedicated. He started in high school, and he made a lot. But then he lost a lot on a Christmas day, and he was like so devastated that whole day. I'm like, oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. And then one of his buddies, he has his own team too. So if you guys want, comment down below, and I'll send you a link to his Facebook page, and you could get a hold of him. Like, he's definitely looking for people to help, um, and give tips too. I'm sure he'll give tips. Um, he helped me double whatever I did. Um, and then
Awesome.
Oh yeah, so his buddy, he made like three figures, and he said it was amazing for him, so he was doing good. That guy's definitely doing good. There's no doubt about it. Um, and yeah, so just comment down below. I'll send you the Facebook page, and hopefully you guys get. He's actually an investor. He's probably still in school trying to get that degree, but he'll definitely help you out. And you have my word. He will definitely not steal money. So in fact, if anything, if I told him about this war right now, he's like, yeah, it's crazy, but he's definitely on our side. He's definitely trying to make sure that those people keep crying about their millions of dollars. And
Do you
yeah.
feel bad in any way for those people who are losing money?
Nah, but that dude was crying on that when he was when he was describing it, and he's like, the news guy was like, I could tell on we could tell on your face and your voice that you this it hurts. And he's like, yeah, cause I take this serious. And I'm like, but it's your fault. If nobody was planning to go and make GameStop off the market, none of this would be happening. And like they should, if anything, they should put their money in there too, and they'll make a couple cent. They won't make money, but they'll make sense. And I don't know what the issue is. I mean, I'm no investor. There probably is a reason why, since they probably moved their money somewhere else, but that's not my issue. Nobody told them to choose that type of lifestyle.
Exactly.
Plus, like, I know, like, stocks is like honestly a gamble, but like I know it's either if you make it or lose it. But like they do tell people to invest, so that's what people did, and it just so happens everybody wants to do the same thing. So yeah, that's all I. So yeah, that's all I have, and
So,
yeah,
anything else crazy that's been going on?
yeah. What else? Oh wait, okay. So there's a bid, guys. Can we go to the Xbox One? Yeah, right. Uh,
Yeah,
So we got Phil Spencer. Yes, Phil Spencer himself. Not in the show though, but he is
not
signing.
yet.
Yeah, I know. He signed an Xbox for charity, and it's in white markered. I'm gonna have it as the thumbnail, so you guys will definitely see it, and I'll add it right here, so you guys could see even more. Um, he is. I'll pull up the thing real quick. But yeah, so right now it's at 3,400. I'll make sure on that. It's pretty cool. I don't know what charity it is for yet. I'll definitely get that information. Um, I think it was right here. I think I already have it open.
By the way, guys, thank you so much for even sticking with us, for even being a part of this conversation. Of course, you guys already know this is the second episode of one. No, we're still trying to do this thing weekly. We're still trying to have as much fun as humanly possible. With all the craziness that's been going on in this world, man, it's kind of hard not to have anything to talk about.
Yeah, I honestly thought we were gonna go this year without. Oh, I did have it right here. I'm done. I honestly thought we were gonna go with this year with no news, but here we are. Okay, so I have it up. Let's start with. Okay, so it started at January 6th at 10 o'clock p.m. Pacific time at $9. You guys could have gotten it at $9, but then there was bids happening. It took about 12 minutes for the first bid at $10. Then someone went goofy and did $11 4 minutes after. 4 minutes after that, $12. It didn't jump until it starts in the hundreds. So there was 200 ones. I don't know how that's possible. I guess they did it at the. No, they didn't even did it at the exact same time. Interesting. Huh. Anywho, you guys could see these numbers. I'm showing it. It started the same day. It is going up all the way to 3,200 actually at yesterday at 9:24 p.m. So that's pretty cool. Um, let's see if this guy gets it. You guys have 4 days left. I'll upload this tomorrow, so then you have 3 days left. You better catch this $3,000 Xbox. So the charity is for charity itself. I don't know what charity. His bank account? No, I'm just kidding. I'm pretty sure if you go on his Twitter page, he'll explain more. Something's telling me that Mario, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still
Oh,
here.
okay. It was just so
I'm
silent. I
just,
was
just letting you go
amazed.
ahead do your thing.
Oh, my bad. So yeah, you guys, good luck. I don't know how I can't afford that. If I pull out my stocks, then I'm just kidding. But yeah, nah. Good luck to anybody who got it. Congrats to them. Hopefully they don't try to resell it. I'll be pretty disappointed. Um, well, actually, I wouldn't be. Why wouldn't I? I don't know, but that'd be
I mean,
pretty
who
dope.
knows what's going to happen in this situation? I mean, potentially they could just completely shut down this whole operation. But like I said, this is a good thing for everyone involved. That
I was
it's
talking about
Main
the
Street and
Xbox.
not Wall Street. Oh, no, I'm just hold on because I'm
Uh,
getting a random call. Like, what the hell? Here, here, go ahead, take over.
okay.
I'm gonna see this call this real quick.
So, everybody, I don't know what Mario was on if I was talking about that Xbox. Good luck to everybody that's trying to get the Xbox, because let me tell you, I can't afford that Xbox. That is a lot of money for it to be that price. Like, Phil is doing a good thing, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that, excuse me, I'm pretty sure the charity is gonna go pretty good. Um, yeah, so don't even trip. Phil got us. Meanwhile he's doing that, let's
I mean, let's be honest. Phil Spencer is essentially selling it at the same price that all these price gougers are selling the Xboxes.
actually I could conquer that and say no.
I'm just playing with you.
I think I actually saw the scalping prices. I saw a video on it. Let me see if I could find it for you guys. The street, they call it IGN did it for this IGN. Um, so for the PlayStation 5 disc, the highest starting price is $1,000 and 24. The digital price is 990. Now the Xbox Series X is 835. Now Xbox players must be brighter for not spending 1,000 on that console. Cause I'm gonna say it right now, PlayStation players, what are you guys doing? Honestly, what you guys, I know someone that paid $1,000 for one. I was quite disappointed. I'm like, you are the reason why scalpers exist. Just remember that. Especially you guys, if you guys did it. You guys are the reason why scalpers exist. And then the cheapest one is 400, so that person's only getting like an extra 200. Yeah.
Well, man, how I can't even believe, man, just all this stuff that's been going on. I wonder what's gonna happen next month. Next month is next week.
It really is. Oh,
We're already in month 2 of 2021, bro.
I don't think we even did a. When did we start the show? I don't remember when we start the show.
We started last week, Wednesday.
No, I'm talking about the like the very first show.
Oh, very first episode. We started this back in like August. No.
Okay.
Before that, wasn't it?
If it was, I know it wasn't in February, and we need to find a Valentine theme that we gotta do for the show.
A love game show.
No, 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 no. I think we're gonna do like a when is Valentine? That would
Forget it. We're
be
just gonna throw a Tekken tournament. That's all we're gonna do.
uh,
We're just gonna play Tekken against each other. We're gonna show love by throwing hands.
there we go. We're gonna have a list of the finest video game characters and anime characters on that. That's gonna be our theme.
You know what? The best looking characters in gaming And you know what? We'll even throw in some streamers in there. Like, hey man, these
Oh,
are the type of streamers that you would like to watch.
true.
That's not PewDiePie because apparently he ended up winning most beautiful man in in the world
Wasn't it
recently,
on a
which that throws me
magazine?
off. Yeah, that was in I forgot what it was. I think it was like either GQ or I don't know, man. Like that threw me off so hard. I'm like, what over all these people? Really?
Well, you said
Like it
no,
was a.
so he was probably the. I mean, I don't know anyone else good looking than PewDiePie.
I mean, bro, like he had the exact Efron was in the same category. Um, I believe Dwayne Johnson was in there.
Yeah,
Last year's
that's
winner, which was Idris Elba, was in there. Yeah, he ended up becoming apparently the most beautiful man in the world of 2020. That threw me off. I'm
I
like,
should
what?
never know that was their thing. I should get on there. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I know I should get on there. I mean, because I would immediately win because I already know my mom will send in 10 billion votes. Like, yeah, that's my baby, and then I would be the winner. Like,
uh, yeah, true, true, true.
I'm pretty sure my mom will vote for me 20 trillion times.
But yeah, okay, we got that down. You guys got to hear that exclusive information for the next month. We're doing the second week. Yeah, and then I'll upload it on Valentine's Day. And I'll do it the day before so people don't have to worry about listening to the podcast and trying to get their boo some. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. We are heading towards the. Oh, you want to talk about the ninja thing? Because that was hilarious.
Oh, the ninja thing.
Yes, the ninja thing.
Didn't I talk about it last week? I could have sworn I talked about it last week.
No, oh, no. You said you wanted to talk about it this week.
Okay,
Cause,
yeah,
cause
yeah,
this
yeah.
situation happened on like I think. Well, unless did we
It
talk about
happened
it?
last week Wednesday while we were doing the show. Like I was reading into it, but I wanted to like take time to kind of deliberate on what I really want to say about everything and just kind of get what everyone was saying. To make it as simple as possible, there are people coming out saying like, "Oh, Ninja, like you're showing your white privilege. Like you shouldn't be so like you shouldn't be talking about race issues or oh my god, like you're just a gamer, you shouldn't be saying anything, or oh you're a gamer, you're an influencer, you should be able to teach the kids instead of telling parents to teach their kids, which I had a slight problem with because I don't care what you guys think. If you put it up to just the entertainer, the person who is meant to entertain you, not teach you, entertain you, that's all he's meant to do. But you want him to do what you're supposed to be doing? Like that's a huge problem right there. That is probably one of the biggest problems I could possibly think of. The amount of laziness and stupidity that came from that entire situation really irked me because it's like Ninja basically came out and was talking about like how to handle racism within gaming, and he did bring up a good case where it isn't necessarily a gamer situation. It's more of an internet thing because people feel like they feel like they can be protected um, behind their screens to say whatever the hell they want, and then in translation, they end up doing the same type of thing going online, going on Xbox Live, throwing all these words around, throwing N word and F word, all these words around. I'm not gonna end up saying them all because there's no reason to say them right here. Um,
Yeah, and then
it's instead of people hearing it all as like, you know what, he's right. This is kind of an internet culture. If he could somehow probably try to change the internet culture, this really wouldn't be affecting too much of the online community. It's in general because all these younger kids who are going on and talking with all their friends, and then suddenly they, for the first time in their life, they hear someone drop the N word. It's like, whoa, what the heck? Like, what's this word? And then they end up just completely using the word over and over again. They're not gonna care. It's,
you can't
it's oh man,
rely.
I heard my friend say it, and it sounds so cool. You nick, and then like they can just keep going crazy about it.
you cannot trust influencer just because they seem good. That doesn't mean they're gonna always be good. I mean, look at the Pollys and the Jakes. Look at their fan base. Like they're
No, 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 no,
crazy.
no, 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 no. They're not influencers. They're entertainers. This is
And,
the thing I really hate about the online community when it comes to this. The term influencer is the dumbest thing I have ever heard in my life. The only thing that an influencer actually influences is the amount of traffic going into their streams, or the amount of traffic going to go watch their videos. Little stuff like that. When it comes to them influencing anything else, if it's outside the realm of video games, I can possibly understand. But for the most part, it's not. So they're not really influencers. Like people who are like the Pauls, like Logan and Jake Paul, Rice Gum, Keemstar. Like I don't really see these guys as influencers. These
well,
guys.
from a little kids, you know they look up to them. There's no way you don't see that.
But here's my problem with that. Why do these kids look up to all of these guys? Like, oh, I like Jake Paul because he goes into he went to a different country and went into a forest and found a dead body. Isn't that cool? No,
That was Logan.
no, it's not. I don't care. Like
But
either way, it's one of those dumb idiots. I
I
I look. On a side note, Jake Paul, instead of fighting Ben Askren, please let me fight you. I have no problem beating you. I will do it for free. Let me beat your ass. Like, please. Because Ben Askren is probably not going to even beat your ass, even though he's the professional fighter. He isn't somebody who uses his hands a lot. He is well known for doing submissions and being really good in wrestling. You're not wrestling, you're boxing. So if you really want the hands, all I'm saying is just give me a call. I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, everyone make sure you go on Twitter, you put it out there. Marv versus Jake Paul. Let's see how it happens. Let's see where it goes. Like I said, I would love to beat his ass any given day. I do not care. If he doesn't want to wait to go back into the ring, we could do this shit tomorrow. I do not care. Like,
Alright, so okay, so
but
this
to give them the title of influencer, basically what I'm saying is I feel like it's overblowing their situation because I don't really think they're actual influencers. I think they're
okay.
just entertainers, and from them entertaining other people, and people think, "Oh, I want to be just like them." Like that's just trying to glorify other people's stupidity, in my opinion.
So this happened 2 days ago with the ninja situation. The only reason why I know is because I liked a few tweets from the Black Girl gamers because they were heated at the situation. Um, and I think my favorite part was when this dude said he he said that he even gives people the privilege of one out of two females could play with him in the whole wide world. And I was dying so hard because I remember he said that he doesn't play with other
Man,
female streamers.
yeah,
And
I don't know why people jumped on him for that too, because that makes sense. Like, with the atmosphere and everything that was going on during the time, the whole Me Too movement, and the way how it's kind of backlashing on people who weren't really a part of that same group of the Epstein's and like all those other people, like it was pretty bogus. Like honestly, Louis C.K. should not have been in that situation.
okay, but I'm just it was around that time period, yes, but you can't do that across like streaming
Yes, you
devices.
can. Yes, you can, because
For,
you're protecting your image, you're protecting your marriage, you're protecting your private life. Because the moment you end up playing with the opposite sex and you're married, immediately you already know how the internet is. They're gonna immediately start trolling the whole situation. And as soon as you make some sort of slight pass that's just a friendly gesture, people are gonna take it more than what it actually is, blow it out of proportion, and the next thing you know, all you're gonna see is all these dumbass news articles about, oh, is Ninja secretly cheating on his wife? And then that starts stupid ass speculation, and everyone around their circle is gonna start
I
talking, and it's
mean,
gonna end up infecting their marriage.
then it's up to
So
them to
Ninja's
be.
smart in this situation.
Then it has to be her to understand that that's what it was. Like there's no other
But
way.
then again, you're talking about it's two people versus the internet. Do you really think that's going to work?
They, it, Mark, they
The internet damn near
they
took down Wall Street. Do you honestly think that's going to
they're
work?
not gonna take down a relationship, my G. There's no internet taking down a relationship. You're tripping on that. The person has to be brighter than that, honestly. Especially if you're gonna,
Bro,
especially if
if
you,
you don't
no, no, no,
believe
no,
that
no, no,
the
no.
internet cannot take down a relationship, you have not been paying attention to the internet.
Especially if you're trying to get yourself known and everything is always already on the internet. You know what I mean?
But Ninja's
This is
already known, and not everything about him is completely known, though. He has a private life, which he should, which all streamers should, because if you end up putting everything, if you put your entire life online, you're basically public domain at that point. You know, there's certain aspects, even in famous people's lives, like we don't know the type of mentality that Jay-Z and Beyonce really have. You know, everyone tried to get into that whole situation. Oh my God, Lemonade is about Jay-Z cheating. Da, 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 da. But or the whole Kanye situation. Like, to be honest, even though he's the dumbass coming out and saying all this stuff, a lot of that situation is private. Because once you end up putting it out there in public that something's going on, everyone starts speculating in the dumbest ways possible. And it's like people like living other people's lives. They live vicariously into other people's lives because they are too boring and bland to live their own life. Therefore, they have no problem with ruining another person's life because it doesn't affect theirs.
no man. You're right. I like that part. That's why.
But that you know what, and this goes right around with the whole situation back with Ninja, with the whole talking conversation about like, hey, you know, if you really want to stop racism, you know, really a good way to start is over at home, like with the parents of teaching kids what white privilege is, what all these words actually mean, and how hurtful and harmful they can be, not just to one person, but to many people, to groups of people, to different countries, to like because essentially if you end up explaining it a little more instead of kids sort of just stumbling into all of this stuff, we they have more of an understanding. I mean, I already know, like, another thing that ended up this is actually another side note, because I do there's another YouTube channel that I watch that they brought up this subject. They brought up two subjects that I thought was really interesting. As a parent, this is what I was looking at. They had conversations with fathers on, do you treat your daughters the same way how you treat your sons type of situation when it comes to life lessons, and then also the difference in between a strict parent and then a freeform parent, which a freeform parent being, you know, instead of, you know, punishing the kid for doing something bad, you kind of just let them go on their own free will of learning things and experiencing life themselves. Uh, those types of situations. And I ended up like sitting there and listening to all of this stuff. I'm just kind of wondering to myself, it's like, I wonder how many people actually go out here and just kind of take like just the way how life is. People enjoy trying to find ways out of situations and also abusing the system that they're in. You know, when it comes to a matter of racism and that, like, oh, they could sit there and say the N word a million times, and then they'll end up coming out like later on and saying like, well, I didn't really understand what it really meant, and I didn't mean it back then. I was dumb. But it's like, you hear those stories. No, but I'm like, in a way it's bad, but also in a way it also shows you that in those situations, if they were actually taught by parents
It'll be a
that,
different
hey,
story.
don't do this stuff, they wouldn't really be in the situation. But instead, now they're gonna end up having to bite the bullet of being punished because they ended up constantly doing something and they thought there were no repercussions for some stupid reason. So now they have to pay the piper. So
Keep it.
yeah, parents, take care of your kids, educate them on situations, let them know, graduate along with them when it comes to knowledge. You know, don't just like go to your 6-year-old and be like, "Hey, racism." Like, no, like, talk to them, conversate with them, be the parent, not the friend. Oh, that's another thing too. If you're friends with your child, that's fine, that's cool, it's fine and dandy. I'm not going to tell you how to raise your kids. As a person, for me, I feel you have to be the parent,
You just
because
called
if you're
out
not the
someone?
parent, you lose all respect.
Duh.
This is coming from a person who used to be a kid once.
That's something. Um. All right then. I had nothing else to say. I just knew you wanted to bring that part up.
Yeah, so, sorry, I ended up going into like a long-winded thing about like first of all that I think Ninja is right on the majority of what he was saying, and that people are dumb for just saying like, oh well, as an entertainer you shouldn't like. But Ninja does too. Like he does like every once in a while he doesn't throw like giant seminars and that obviously because he's a streamer. He's just there to stream for people to watch. But what every once in a while when it does come up, like he does like approach the subject and talk about it a little bit so that people know and understand like where he stands in the situation. You know, it's not cool to go into the middle of a live chat and just start spewing out racial slurs.
Yeah,
I mean, you would think that's common knowledge, but
but
you got
it's
any idea how simple it is for a lot of these kids to just see what common knowledge is and it's like, oh, that sounds dumb. I'm not going to listen to that, and they don't understand. So what do?
well,
They don't
that
see the repercussions. They do whatever the hell they want.
or they just be damn trolling, you know.
Hey, so you know what? As a troll myself, I say set all trolls on fire, including me.
Ah, dang. Um. All right. So before we go to the next subject, I do want to put in a little note here because I did want to talk about the because I think last week we did touch base on the Xbox stuff, right? The Xbox
Oh yeah, backtracking on their price doubling and whatnot. Yeah, we
yeah.
touched on that.
But so I forgot. Did I mention about the person that I said with the experience of the PC Game Pass?
I don't believe so.
All right. So when was this? Hold on. Let me see what. Oh, this was yesterday. So yeah. No, I was supposed to do it today. That's right. Um. So this person, she doesn't own an Xbox at all. She did have the Xbox 360, but she has a PC. So she's a PC, PlayStation, and a Nintendo player. So I asked her if she has. Yeah, so I asked her if it was worth it. She says she thinks some of the console lists are more interesting, of course, because I see it as interesting too. So does my buddy BK. Not Burger King, but that's his gamer tag. And she said that they have some good stuff for the PC, and they were already on her stream, so it was already a bit of a loss on that part. And I just saw a cool thing. So yeah, guys. The stuff getting live, Xbox Live. Try Game Pass. It's
And
not that
I
bad.
always found that pretty interesting. Like I understand why some people don't want to get Game Pass though, just because they already own a lot of these games and they're more so on just wanting to just 100% own these games. Because when you run out of the subscription for Game Pass, you can no longer play those games. So I can see both sides of the coin on that situation. But then going into the matters, like kind of touching on the subject from last week, like I'm kind of glad it happened the way it did because Microsoft really did backtrack on okay, we're not going to double the price, we're not going to make it $150 a year or whatever. I think it was 120 a year. But another thing that they did that I'm really happy about, every game that's free on Xbox Live, you no longer need a gold subscription in order to play online. You still need a gold subscription to use the party chat and stuff like that, but you no longer need, like, if you download Fortnite, you don't have any Xbox Live, you do not need an Xbox Live account in order to be required to play online Fortnite.
Okay.
So at least kudos for them on that. I'll give.
So yeah. So the next stuff is movie time. Godzilla
Okay.
versus.
Wait. Because honestly, I wanted this to be last for a reason.
Oh.
Let me start it off. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a match, a rematch, technically, for many people who are kaiju fans, a rematch of the ages. We have the big green, Mr. G himself, Godzilla, versus the man in the wonderful pimp outfit, King Kong. Well, in this continuity, he's not King Kong yet. So Kong. Um, for those who don't know, they actually dropped a trailer. Over the past couple of years, we've been getting little tidbits here and there about the movie's gonna come out eventually, and we're excited to like show you whatever they're gonna show us. And then like within the past 2 months from today, they ended up showing us like 2 second clips of the movie, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, just give us a full trailer!" Then they finally announced in another 2 second trailer, "Hey, we're gonna show the trailer on the Sunday," and Sunday hit. And the trailer came out, and it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. Is 100% pure carnage and entertainment. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to movie universes, the monster universe is one of my most favorite ones. I grew up watching the Toho series. I grew up watching Godzilla, Kong, Gamera, like all of the crazy movies you could think of, even going into like Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla or Destroya, Biolante. Like I love all of this stuff. So when this trailer came out, I was so damn happy because it's showing everything that I needed to see to know exactly what's going to happen in the movie. But you're probably wondering, hey Mar, if you know everything that's going to happen in the movie, why watch it? Because that's the entertaining part. You go and watch a movie this crazy just to see the fights. I honestly do not care about the plot. I know everything that's going to happen in the plot. It's the same basic storyline. Like, look, think of it like this. It's a better version of Batman v Superman with giant monsters. That's what we're getting here. And I'm happy about that. A better version of that crappy movie is so much like that brings joy and happiness into my soul. Plus, it's Godzilla versus Kong. Like I put like this is my Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. fight in my head. This is my head canon for me. So when the trailer came out, I threw it in the Discord chat. I was hella happy about it. I was hella excited. I was so damn excited. I sent the trailer to my mom, and she's like, "Oh my god, I can't wait to go see this in theaters." And we're having we had a full conversation about it. Like, look, even if the theaters are closed, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna rent one out, and we're gonna get like 20 people, and we're all gonna just sit like COVID rules apart, and then we're gonna watch this movie in IMAX. I'm like, yo.
That would be dope.
Like I'm more hyped for this movie than I was for the Avengers movie. Not the Endgame movie. No, the first Avengers movie.
I guess the end one doesn't top this one.
No. Because I'll put it this way: the first time when I heard Avengers was gonna happen, like I didn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it because it's like, oh my god, they're actually doing something that like people who watch the cartoons, read comic books, like we've always wanted this for so long, and they're finally doing it. It's impossible. This movie can't be good, and it turned out to be amazing. This is what this movie is because the original Godzilla versus King Kong, for those who do not know, it came out back in the '60s. Um, Basically put, there were two version movies for the ending, and what I mean by that is at the end, over the American version, King Kong ended up winning the fight. In Japan, Godzilla ended up winning the fight, obviously because the two titans clashing, one's from America, the other one's from Japan. So what they ended up doing with that continuity, and you can, I wonder if you could still find this. I wonder if you could go on YouTube and actually look up the original Godzilla versus King Kong and watch it because it looks extremely corny. Because remember, it's back in the '60s. It's a bunch of people wearing costumes and just slapping each other in rubber outfits. It's hilarious. Like King Kong had like electricity powers at one point. It got ridiculous. All right, and that's something I'm super excited for because now we get to see that, but in a bigger production with more money being put into it, and within the continuity of what's going on within this series, it's actually really good so far. For those who don't know, it goes like this: it's for the Legendary Pictures MonsterVerse. You have Godzilla 2014, then you have Kong Skull Island. Kong Skull Island actually happens in the '70s. Obviously, Godzilla 2014 actually happens within our present day time. So the way how they explain the reason why Kong is as big as he is now, because back in the '70s he was like a teenager basically. So I mean, if you think about it, like '70s going all the way up to 2020, I'm pretty sure he's gonna grow a few feet, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
obviously.
people are dumb as hell. It's like, oh my god, I didn't know King Kong was as big as Godzilla. That's because you weren't paying attention to the movies. Anyway, they blatantly explain it too, and I'm like, bruh.
For
I
real.
got so I like you have no idea how mad I got about that. But you have Kong now. He's a full grown adult. Um, from the way how the trailer was showing, he apparently adopted like this little girl who is a mute, but she speaks through sign language or is capable of speaking to Kong via sign language because they have their own kind of language together, so they understand each other. And in the previous movie, in King of All Monsters or King of the Monsters, the Godzilla movie, Godzilla ended up beating Ghidorah, who was originally going to like. Oh my god, man, these movies are so damn dumb. Like they're dumb, but they're awesome at the same time. Like I love them so much. Um, Basically, Godzilla beats a villain and he becomes king of the monsters. During this time, Kong is on his island chilling, and he hears all the roaring in that. He doesn't care because he's on his island. He's chilling. It seems like in this movie, I'm not gonna spoil what actually happens because I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, I know 100% beat for beat exactly what's gonna happen in this movie. I know this for a fact, but
I
I'm gonna
have
pretend like I don't
witnessed
know.
that he predicted a movie before and said exactly what's gonna happen, and it did. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Cause let me tell you, I did not saw that movie yet, and I totally forgot which one it was. But I'm pretty sure damn well it was one of those Marvel movies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was either Infinity War or it was Endgame. It was one of those. Because that was right around the time when we were actually talking about
Oh
like the
yeah,
movies and that.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it was Endgame.
Yeah, and everything that I said was going to happen happened beat for beat, right?
For real. Except that small change
So
with Iron Man. It's supposed to be Captain America type of deal, but that happened.
I mean, either way, it's still a nice change though. I was actually pretty happy about that.
I wasn't.
But like I said, verbatim, I know everything's gonna happen in the movie. Vile, if you want to know, I'll tell you later on. I'm not gonna tell the audience. But it seems within the trailer, because I'm gonna add like I'm oblivious to everything. It seems that the humans went to Skull Island and picked up Kong. They're essentially recruiting Kong to attack Godzilla. Now, in the situation of why are we trying to attack Godzilla? Because it seems like Godzilla is just randomly attacking all of these human civilizations and we don't know why yet. So there seems to be some sort of situation at hand, and the only monster capable of fighting Godzilla that they know would be strong enough would be Kong. And obviously, like they've been knowing about Kong since the '70s, so they're sending Kong to fight Godzilla. So what are we gonna get? A big dumb monster fight constantly throughout the entire movie. That's all I need. That's all I need.
I mean, it's in the title. But I wonder, like, do they feed him in the island or what? Cause
If you didn't see Skull Island, there are scenes where like you see Kong, like he went to go like wash off his wounds from the first fight that he had with the humans because he was like taking that like it's in the trailer, people. So if you've never seen Kong Skull Island, you go to watch the trailer. It's in the trailer that he fights the humans and takes down their helicopters because he's like, y'all are bombing this place too much. I need to handle y'all. And like one of the propellers actually cut in his arm. So in the movie later on, he goes to go wash up because he's like, oh damn, like this cut me deep type of situation. And as he's cleaning up, he gets attacked by a giant squid. So then he kills the giant squid and essentially has sushi. Uh,
oh, okay. So you just do eat
so
seafood all
so
the
yeah,
time.
either he eats seafood, he eats trees. I'm pretty sure and plants. Like he gets his greens in, and I'm pretty sure he gets his exercise in, especially with fighting other giant monsters there as well. So
Well then,
yeah, I'm super excited, man. So what are your thoughts about the movie?
me too. I can't wait. They said it was gonna come out in fall, and I was thinking, I was like, for some weird reason,
Originally,
I
I believe it was supposed to come out March 26th, and then they pushed it up 5 days, so March 31st.
also they only pushed it to 5 days. I'm like, damn, I wanted to watch it with someone, but I won't be able to during those during that month particular. So yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it in theaters though. I'm gonna watch it on. I'm just gonna watch it in here, just chill and get a bag of popcorn and can't see what's up, you know.
Oh, I'm 100% going to the theaters for this. I have to. I have no choice. I don't care, pandemic or not. I need to go. I will go in a hazmat suit just to go watch it on IMAX. This movie is too big to not watch on a giant screen.
You're right. I don't disagree. If I could, I would, but I ain't just
Like I
physically.
said, bro, just go with me. We'll buy hazmat suits and we'll go watch it together.
We'll
Hell,
see.
if you want, we'll make it a double date, bro. Like, you go pick up a girl, I'll go get my girl. We'll go watch it together. We'll just sit there and we'll just. I mean, all it basically is gonna be is just me screaming and yelling, super happy about life. Like, oh my god, this is so awesome! And everyone's like, oh my god, he's so happy about this. Like, what the hell?
Wouldn't be though.
Hell, I'll even take my daughter too with it because like I'm pretty sure she would love everything about the movie as much as I will.
Ah.
I'll be acting more childish than her, I guarantee.
I mean, damn, dude. I haven't watched those type of movies in a while, too. Those movies don't come out that often where big monsters fight each other. So I definitely can't wait for that. But, yeah.
Oh, fun fact, to also solidify how much of a fan of Godzilla that I was. Before my daughter was walking, I was like, you know how you like take a baby and you try to like pretend that they're walking in that. I would play the Godzilla theme song as I would be doing that with her. So,
I'm not surprised.
I am 100 like I am. By the way, if you're trying to figure out which team I'm on, it's Team Godzilla. Just cause Godzilla, like this, it's not even an argument.
Yeah, and I
I
thought
like
the
giant
same.
lizards.
I was like, who are we voting for in this one? Because I knew we were like, I knew Khan was bad or whatever. And then suddenly, he finally realized like, oh, these people aren't all that bad. And then, Godzilla did the same thing, and they were like, oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna protect him. And they're like, oh wow, we're just keeping these oversized monsters for whatever reason. And then here we are. Now they're going against each other, so we'll see how that goes.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. Like right when the show's over, like I'm gonna tell you like if you want to know, do you want to know? Because I will tell you exactly
Oh,
what's going to happen.
I have a few questions after the show anyway, so we'll definitely be
Uh,
talking. And no, guys.
unless you want me to do it like a spoiler thing now, so then I just let everyone know now.
Oh no, that'd be too evil. That'd be evil. We don't want to
Okay.
do that. We appreciate you guys staying in this long too. If you guys are still here, obviously. Um, but yeah, unless we should probably do a thing like an after show or something like that. Nah,
Nah,
cause
nah,
cause
nah. If
nah,
you
nah,
no,
nah.
only time we should do it after show is if we're like live streaming that.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Oh yeah, we do a lot of those anyways. Oh,
Yep, yep.
oh, oh! I figured it out. I remember when I listened to our podcast today because you said you were trying to remember what you were trying to talk about. Remember about the Resident Evil Weavers?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I finally know what it is. It's just a death match with all the characters in it. So yeah, I think
Oh,
it's
that's pretty
free
fun.
for everyone. I'm pretty sure if I heard correctly, it said it was
All
unless
right.
free with the purchase of the game. Which regardless, it's there. Try it out. Um, I wouldn't unless let me see. I'm gonna just search it up real quick.
Yo, shout outs to Raven who's in the Panic Escape Room gaming chat. I'm on the memes for days page, and he posted up a picture that oh man, I love it so much. It's a picture of Godzilla versus Kong, but Godzilla's dressed up as Sasuke and Kong is dressed up as Naruto, and they're yelling at each other.
Oh hell no.
It's so good.
Oh. So yeah,
There's no fall damage, only landing damage. Oh, sorry. I had to bring that up.
so you
I
had
hate when my feet are still cold under the under the blanket. What do I have to do to unthaw these bitches?
So yeah, you guys have to get the game to get that part for free. It seems like you can't
Okay.
buy it separate, which is.
I mean, to be honest, it looks like a really dope game. I definitely jump on it.
I mean, it's a little thing to do before the Astro game comes out. So yeah. Um. Was there something else I do want to bring up? Oh yeah, so I found myself being bored. And you know how I told you I have like a huge backlog? I didn't feel like to play Cyberpunk because I know that I don't even
Still
know
semi
why.
broken.
I don't know if it's even broken. I don't want to judge it. I'm still disappointed, you know. But once my disappointment wears off, I'm probably gonna go back to that game. I played Dreams, and Dreams is on the PS4. I tried out the demo. I didn't buy the game because it's like $50, I think, and
Okay.
50 or 40. I can't remember exactly. But regardless, the demo is pretty cool because you could play other people's worlds or whatever. You just had to buy the game if you're trying to create a world. That's what it seems like because there was no time limit when I started the game. As a person who's pretty much close of making their own video game, I wanted to try it to see how it is, but I don't like being the character that they give me, which is like a little. They call it a little imp. It's like a little fairy ball with a little string. And this controllers are motion sensor, and I don't really like motion sensor controller because I don't keep my controller in one position, you know. So if that was out of the picture, and if I could be a stick figure, I would rather be a stick figure, you know. I don't care how bold it is. Plus, this is the company that made Little Big Planet, so I know they got imagination. They just went a little bit too goofy and kiddie if they're gonna do something like that, you know. They should have had it more like a little bit more of a somewhat professional but cool looking character for, you know, people that actually just want to be there to create levels, because I do want to create levels. I actually played a pretty cool level where I was surprised that like whoever created this deserved, like they even had a support thing, but I couldn't get back to it, which sucks because I totally would want to see what I could do to support the game that they made because it was cool. It was like it's like a you play as a ball, right? And you control the speed of the ball. But you would think, oh, that's just easy if you're going through these obstacles and that speed. But it's a time. There's a timer, so you could time yourself, and then you could see what the other community did. I even went back a level and beat my own time, so it was pretty amazing.
Eee.
Um, and then I played the chef game. It was alright. I respect the hustle though, cause I do realize how hard it is to make a game. Um, I just wish it was a little bit more better. And then I played this weird game. It gave me motion sickness, so it was a bit weird. I usually don't get
Huh.
motion sickness unless it's a certain type of graphics. I notice it's weird, but yeah, I wanted to make my game on that game, but I don't think I'm able to. I think I am able to, but I don't think I would want to pay $40 to see if I can or can't. You know, I'll probably look more into it later. I played this game called Rabbit Simulator on the PC. It's like
Okay. Rabbit, as in like bunny rabbit simulator.
yeah, it's a rabbit simulator game.
Huh.
You play as a
I mean,
rat.
it's okay. I actually know a buddy of mine who actually plays like a dinosaur simulator. You get to choose what kind of dinosaur you want to life of,
That's pretty
and then
cool.
like he likes picking a raptor, and he kind of like he gets taken care of as like a baby raptor, and he kind of synergizes with like the T Rex and that like Rex. You know, in some moments either it wants to eat them or like actually help if they're trying to like work together for some food and stuff like that. So I can imagine just how epic a rabbit simulator could be.
Yeah, the graphics is a little bit like this game coming out later called the Life of a Fox.
Hmm. Okay.
Um, it
Is
had
that another simulator?
no, it's just it sort of is in a way actually, but it's not
Huh.
first person, it's third person, and that
Dude,
game,
imagine if Life of a Fox was an extension to Ghost of Tsushima.
dude, that would be so dope. I wish, dude. At least the graphics would be so smooth.
Like you literally run around as the fox, and then every once in a while, the main character finds you and he like runs you.
What if you could? What if your character could turn into the fox and then you could run faster?
That'll be even weirder once they start running butt around.
Alright, so this game was about $5,
Oh,
and
okay.
it was pretty amazing. All you do is collect carrots and you mate with other rabbits. I haven't made a little kitty yet. I was working on it, and I don't know. I came back to the game, and the rabbit wasn't pregnant no more. I was like, what happened? I was so confused. But yeah, that's where I've been at. What you been playing?
Me, I've actually been I've been finally touching other games, like kind of getting into other games I haven't touched in a while. Obviously, jumping back into Yu-Gi-Oh, I did something that is blasphemous in my own mind, but I did it for like the betterment of myself. I erased a Yu-Gi-Oh deck and made a brand new one. I haven't tested it out yet to see if it works, but I'm pretty sure it will because it's me that built it. So I'm playing that a little more. I'm considering on leaving Destiny alone for a season. I don't know yet. I haven't seen or read the TWAB yet on the things that they're going to be adding for next season because it's about to come out pretty soon. Um, I'm excited to see what we're going to end up getting, but I'm probably not going to play it, which is weird to say because as everyone knows on here, I love playing Destiny. Um, it kind of has a bit of a content issue situation that's going on right now. A lot of people are dropping Destiny right now just because they sort of feel cheated out of a lot of the stuff, which is okay. That's fine. Can't really argue with it. But since that's going on, I have to jump on other games. I'm looking to finish the rest of Need for Speed Heat, which I'm super like. If you haven't played Need for Speed Heat, it is on Game Pass because EA Access is also on Game Pass. It's actually a lot of fun. It's probably it's not my favorite Need for Speed game, but it's definitely one of the best Need for Speed games that I played in quite some time. So I'm glad I'm enjoying that. Um, I'm probably gonna end up getting into Monster Hunter one of these days with some of the guys from the clan because they actually do play Monster Hunter. And they used to play religiously together, and I kind of want to get into it just to see like what it's all about. Call of Duty, I'm getting back into Call of Duty again because the competitions are going to be starting up soon. And as you know, I like the competition side of Call of Duty, so I'm definitely going to be jumping back into it so I learn more stuff about the maps. And yeah, it's just me kind of jumping around into other games that I haven't played in a while. Oh, and Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning. I ended up downloading that because oh my god, I love that game. That's still probably my favorite Western action RPG of all time. It feels pretty good playing that game again. It's literally the same game from the 360 version that I have, but I mean, I'm re-getting achievements again, and pretty soon, I think around March or April, they're going to be coming out with new content, which I'm super excited about because the storyline of the game is so damn good. When I say, "Oh my god, man," oh my god, it's so good. It's just good. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to spoil it or anything. Maybe I'll spoil it one day. If you guys are interested, let me know. Comments down below. Uh,
As you
but
guys
like I said,
already
it's my
know.
favorite action RPG, Western action RPG. I like it more than The Witcher, even though The Witcher is a better game. I'm telling you this right now. The Witcher is a better game in many aspects. But we all have that one game that we love to death that is not as good as all the other big AAA titles, but is definitely a good game to play.
Black.
Black is an amazing, amazing game. I hope they never remake it though.
Oh, no, I don't care. I like how it was. There would be no
Yeah,
reason for
that's why it's like I feel like the old school one is just perfect where it's at.
because that's how we always remember it as. I want to see as something else. Um, alright, sees then. As you guys already know, I am Detective Isle, and thank you for staying this long as always. And yeah, good luck out there in the world. We'll see you guys next week. Are you not gonna do your thing?
Oh, I know. I thought you were closing it out. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, cool, cool. It's
Oh
nice
no,
and
I
smooth.
close it.
Well, guys, no. It's okay here. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Marlon Morgan, aka Marmar 7, the self-proclaimed Beast King in Chicago. Thank you so much for watching the show, as Detective Vile said himself. Um, Links in the description down below to reach us on our Twitters and whatnot. And yeah, uh, shout outs to all the fans. Shout outs to all the family. And shout outs to my number one fan, my daughter, who's the greatest person of all time because she will one day rule all this world. And she'll end up destroying all of politics, the purposes of money, and we don't have to worry about greed or oppression. She's going to be the chosen one to actually. With that being said, guys, if you don't know what to live for, your legacy, live for your heart and live. Yes. Until next.
She might be even be the greatest gamer.
Boy, pull over, stop. If you fuck around, up shots and probably won't stop. This the life I live, pay the price you probably would not. I'm a hot boy, pop a bitch at Modelo time. We just about to drink, you don't need to bring out the wine. Hola mama, see the look at you, yeah you so fine. I'm a rowdy rough boy, look at Blossom from behind. She couldn't close her mouth cause Godzilla just hit her spine. Hey. Face down, ass up, how we wine and dine. She say I can't tell nobody, gotta tell the guys. We been doing dirt together, gotta jump and ride.